It's Wednesday. That means it's time to talk about the latest episode of Loki on Disney Plus. So let's get started. Welcome to my channel. My name is Justin. Here we talk about your favorite content on streaming services and in the theaters. If you guys love to watch movies and shows like I do, you guys are in the right spot. All right, episode 3 of Loki. This will be a spoiler-filled review, so if you have not checked out this episode, make sure to go back and watch that episode before checking out this review. And we had a big end to episode 2 when it revealed that the variant of Loki that was hunting down members of the TVA was a female version of Loki, and she went through a time portal. Right on the heels of Loki was Mobius and the TVA, and he jumps through that to chase after her. And so now we get them two together in the 3rd episode. This feels like a kind of side quest to the overall Loki series, as Sylvie, Lady Loki, is going to hunt down the Timekeepers. They get caught in a different apocalypse, and the Tempads out of energy. And they are in Lamentis, which according to Sylvie is one of the worst apocalypses in the timeline, a planetary collision that ends with no survivors. So their goal is to get enough energy so they can return back to that timeline. At times it does feel a little bit like a filler episode, that kind of side quest to the overall story of Loki. But what I did appreciate about this episode, despite the fact that it does feel like just kind of a diversion from the overall Loki series, is that the TVA is not on the heels of Loki and Lady Loki. So it gives it a chance to kind of slow down and get a little more understanding of the Loki within the series and his relationship and the chemistry with Lady Loki, and having them to kind of work things out. Can they trust each other, or will they deceive each other at the end of this? Because their end goal is to try to get to the Timekeepers within the series. So with having it just be them two on this little side quest, you get a feel of who they are and how they could work alongside each other if they can trust each other. Because we know Loki. We know he's very good at backstabbing people. Will Lady Loki do the same? So I really enjoyed watching them kind of understand each other. And we got to really dig deep into both of these characters in this episode. And I think that the fact that this is a filler episode really benefited the characters, because it being slowed down, the TVA is not right there, and we're able to kind of build these characters, offer new things about Loki as he's describing his mother and being adopted, and his abilities and what he's learned throughout the years, and what Lady Loki has learned as well. We learn that she doesn't know her mother and her abilities, and just seeing how they kind of interact was the highlight of this episode, despite it being a filler episode and kind of going away from what we had with the first 2 episodes. Was heavy on Loki working with the TVA, having a lot of Owen Wilson as Mobius in those first 2 episodes, and we don't have him in this episode. I mean, he's kind of in the beginning when they are chasing him into the different time portals, but overall it's focused on Loki and Sylvie, Lady Loki, and their progression. And so I really like the change of pace with this episode and how it kind of slowed down and really built up these characters rather than developing the plot. I'm looking forward to what's going to happen next with these 2 characters. And when they are on Lamentis, it looks really good. The visuals are absolutely stunning. This is probably by far the best looking Marvel show. Falcon and Winter Soldier was really great with the action. WandaVision was really great with what Wanda was controlling. But by exploring different planets and different worlds and different timelines, you have a lot of chances to create all of these big visuals that makes it feel like a Marvel movie. So it looks really good, especially with this 3rd episode and the later half of this episode. It's stunning. It's very bright. It's beautiful to look at. And since it is a little bit slower, there is a chance for some deeper conversations. There's conversations about love and mothers and painful memories. We do learn that what Lady Loki has done up until this point has been a long journey for her. And I think that's something worth exploring, and seeing how the two characters are similar but also vastly different, I think is something that this episode took a chance on and took advantage of with those smaller moments, and having some really intriguing conversations between the two, because you get the sense of who they are and how they can work together, and the similarities and the differences between the two. I thought was a nice way to kind of put that into the episode. So although this does feel like a filler episode and kind of steering away from the overall plot of Loki, and it does feel like a little bit of a side quest, getting the energy for the Tempad and visiting Lomantis 1 and one of the biggest apocalypses according to Lady Loki. I think it was a chance for the two characters to really grow and develop this relationship that you're intrigued by. Are they going to really trust each other, or are they going to backstab each other? We're going to see a lot of that coming up in the next few episodes, I bet. But with this third episode, I really did like it. Not my favorite episode of the three. It's probably one of the weaker ones, but it was a nice change of pace. Not the TVA right involved with everything. Just Loki and Lady Loki, and just having it be that. I'm going to go ahead and give the third episode of Loki a B. Thank you guys for checking my review for Loki, the third episode. Have you guys seen it? What do you think about it? Let me know in the comment section down below, and stay tuned for more up and coming Loki reviews. My name is Just Watches Movies, and you guys stay classy, YouTube.